thing of
Can't use the word thing.
I like thing. I guess the two strongest messages I got were a strong work ethic, providing for your family, and but also on the other side of that, sexual conquest. You know, a real man basically has a is easy with sexual conquest of women. He has a lot of women around him. He's attracted to the ladies, you know, and he gets what he wants whenever he wants it.
And how did you get that message? Like, where did that? Give us an example
Mm.
of where that played out.
We got it
And with who?
in a few places. Really, some music in sense, the 70s and 80s music, kind of Rick James and the rap music, and to some extent, and kind of general R&B, kind of the love messages of men playing out. But person-wise, I remember one unique message from my father I got. You know, I was coming back from a summer camp during high school, and the question he asked me was, you know, basically, have I got up or met with any women that was in the summer camp, any girls? And I really hadn't, because that wasn't really my thing in that summer camp. It was the music summer camp. I played around a little bit, but I didn't think that much about it. But I kind of lied and exaggerated, kind of like to satisfy what my father was, I guess, where I thought he was going. He may have been going there, he may have not been going there, but from what I thought he was going, my assumption was I should have did a lot of sexual conquest. I should have got some panties, or should have did something around the way. And so I exaggerated what I did to kind of satisfy his question. You know, kind of like boyishly and laughing, joking it off, per se.
Next question. Here, give me the question. John.
Next question.
What were the consequences of internalizing that belief?
I guess the hardest consequences was thinking that I have to get something from women. You know, from the women, the people that wanted to be sexual partners for me were women, and thinking that I needed to get that from them. So wherever I met them, however we became friends, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, what scenario I need to get to them sexually? Is it a massage? Is it a certain play? Is it being there emotionally for them? Is it being available? Or whatever it might be, it's some angle I need to take or some presence I need to be to get the sexual desire I want.
And so what were the consequences on yourself?
I'm not sure if it's overly active, but I guess a strongly distracted sexual mind, you know, as it relates to always want to be in that space. It could be inappropriate. You know, it could be taking advantage of a situation sexually. It could be pushing, you know, pushing for consent, pushing for sexual play in a way that might not be overt, but was very strong enough to kind of get there. And so
what were the consequences on the other person?
Disappointment, loss of trust.
So say the consequences on the other person were?
Oh, the consequences on other persons, I think, was disappointment that it had to go there, that I was looking for that. That's all it was for me, per se. Or loss of trust, you know, in a moment where they're thinking things are a certain direction, then it had to go become sexual, then that sexual space could have lost a deeper emotional or intimate connection, you know, because that's all he wanted. Now he can move on, type thing. Even though it may not have been, I think that's the message a lot of friends or women I've got close to got.
What about on third parties?
Third parties, well, I think I even pass along the message to other men. You know, I'm always been seen with a lot of women, always been seen comfortable with a lot of women. So Ricky must be getting laid. Ricky must be doing his thing, being played well. So I got to be like him. I got to rise to his level. I'm not as good as you, type thing. You know, so I think I even exuded that a good bit, even though I tried to play it off, but really didn't.
So what were the messages that you got about women? About
women are there to please your desires. Women are there to nurture you emotionally, but mainly physically. Women are there for you sexually. You know, you have to ask, you have to be in the right presence of mind. Be respectful in a certain way. But if you're there in those places and you come correct, then it's going to be given to you, basically, like a gift.
So how would you say those messages affected your relationships with women?
Pressure. I think I've pressured a lot of my partners over the years.
Repeat the question a little bit, too.
I think it's affected, I think my sexual sense of self have affected a lot of the women I've been with as friends and also partners, because there's been an overall, I think, a strong weight of sexual desire or sexual need, you know, and they know if they weren't coming with it, then either I'd be displeased or I wouldn't want that much time with them. I can be with you, but this has to be on the table also. It's kind of like a quid quo pro. I can be down with you, but to be down with you, you need to be down with me sexually. So I think it's put a lot of my female friends in some compromising positions, some stressful positions, and also it's even created loss of friendships at times because they don't want to deal with that.